Hey y'all. Sorry it's so dark and all that good stuff. This is Truth. Truth. Poet Truth. I wanted to share something with y'all today. And something I just wrote. I haven't really titled it or nothing, but I'm sitting in my car and I just wanted to share something with y'all real quick. So here it is. Got my book. Here it is. That moment when you realize all you've got is God. Yeah, that moment when you realize that all you've got is God. You've been enslaved by your own hand, trying to fix other situation while you sit in silence as your life is destroyed. No time for contemplation. You going hard for others leaves you in devastation, because who can you count on to sit and listen to you, to help you, to meditate, to help you with your current situations? Or is it your expectation for people that fail you every time, because dependence on your independence sits in God's mind only? Not one person can give you what you want, what you need. You lack intolerance of excuses, bullshit that's reduced down to the minimization of your goals, which is seeking help. Maybe this sounds familiar. Girl, I know how you feel, because hold on, wait a minute. Because you know how I feel. Wait, scratch that. You don't know how I feel. I'm pouring liquid fears, insecurities, crazy thoughts into your ears, and I can't sympathize with your stories without getting past mine, because hurt people hurt people. And it's no guarantee that I can fix mine while I'm listening to yours, because the way my kindness is gauged, yours won't take my pain away, because I will sit and fix yours, because my people are important. So can we work on mine and come back to yours a day after mine? Because girl, you know how I feel. That moment when you realize God is all you got. You stare outward towards the mirror, but inward towards yourself, because you begin to shred yourself into pieces, because your accomplishments aren't felt. You wither, you melt like an unwanted flower. You begin to bow down towards the life of everyday stresses that decrease your health. Maybe this sounds familiar. You gotta go to work to eat, but you gotta go to school with little sleep. Because one day you don't just want to eat, but actually feast. The balance is so imbalanced, you playing juggling acts with your sleep. So maybe you realize that the job isn't really worth it. All you can picture is your feast. But how are you going to eat? You put your stomach at the feet of welfare, thinking they got you. After all, it should be easy. You're just trying to increase your knowledge towards a feast that will come later. But the system tells you that you should be able to produce some wealth while you're seeking a degree. Work part-time, 20, 30 hours a week, get sleep, go to school. Well, damn. If I had a child, food stamps wouldn't have me out here working, so I think I could just focus on my increase. But what about me? What about me? What about me, childless, hungry for increased knowledge, so I can feast not off of the system, but my own capabilities? That moment when you realize God is all you've got. As a woman, your body goes through different things, and lots of people think you're crazy, depressed, or simply they try to diagnose your stress. Maybe this sounds familiar. I'm in pain. I'm cramping, my mood changed, and I don't feel well enough today. Something has hit you like a plague, and you don't know it's rage. You don't know it's rage. You're feeling out of your mind, craving sweets and steak, telling folks to leave you alone, specifically, fuck you today. When really you haven't felt the love you've been yearning for in ages. Maybe this sounds familiar. You love your parents, but you can't stand your siblings because you count the days that they haven't talked to you or showed interest in your days, but they demanded your affection when they want voluntary gifts that should be loans to pay their debts away. Let's not forget the one who does no wrong, disrespects you and your mom, but plays the blame song. As a matter of fact, think about your lover who you've given yourself to. And they expect for you to continue your focused concentration mostly on them without putting forth the necessary efforts that fulfills the both of you. Instead, they suck the spirit of life right from you. Unfortunately, you wait on the attempted promises they told you, flashing the topic of marriage in front of you because they know how to make you dream too. A damn fool. Yeah, you. That's you. In your head, you've managed to dislike them too. Not a conversation appears to connect the two, but you say nothing and you stay waiting like you've got time to keep living in a spoof. Love ain't looking for you. Are your thoughts. Those are your thoughts. Because the relationships that were supposed to teach you how to and what is love has broken you and scarred you. That moment when you realize all you've got is God. Everything in your life that you can even conjure up the courage to think about gives you grief, buyer's remorse, as if you purchased these things. And actually, you've made a purchase with your kindness, and no one makes returns on kindness, kind acts. God does. God does. But your problems are so much bigger than your efforts you put into God that your faith sometimes hangs in the balance. So it comes to that moment when you realize all you've got is God. That moment when you realize all you've got is God. That's that piece, y'all, from Truth from the Shy. Holla at me.